Okay, so I turned it back on because Texas Slaughter wanted to see changing the game board. So, for those of you who don't care about geeky stuff, you may not like this portion, but us little techies like it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap out the game board. We're gonna change the Tabasco game to Cleopatra 1. Let's see. So let me get some light up in here. All right. Let me find the game. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, it's pretty light in here now. We should be able to see it. Hey, what's up, Bryce? Vancouver in the house. Hey, what we're doing is we're swapping a game. So we were streaming this Tabasco. We hit a $90,000 bonus round, which was pretty sweet. It's actually still on the screen. We hit the exploding mosquito bonus. Picked one that had 18,000 coins, and it paid out 90,000. So pretty cool hit. So now what we're going to do is I'm actually going to change out the boards. Yep, you get to see a little bit of my crazy, that's my gaming rig over there, right there. Got this sweet monitor now. It's a 49-inch ultra-wide Samsung curved. It's like a 4K gaming monitor. It's insane. If you like gaming, that's the monitor to get, man. All right, let's do this. First thing we gotta do is pop this dude open. There she blows. We're going to cut off the power. All right, so I'll do my best to film this. I'm not really a videographer. Let me kill this light here so we don't get reflection. All right, so this is typically the internals to a game. So you have the chips. So you have a boot chip and two other chips, if I can get it to focus here. Yep. So these are little EEPROM. These are little chips that are kind of fragile. They are easy to bend and completely ruin if you're not careful. The other portion of the game is housed on what they call SIM cards. And those look like these. They look like sticks of RAM. Anybody who's ever worked on a computer will know that what RAM looks like. And they're static sensitive and usually have 3 different modules, SIM modules. So one will have like the audio, one will have the game, which is this one here, and then one will have special content or bonus round content, I think is what's on the Pixel SIM. So what we'll do, first thing I'll do is make me a little space on this counter over here. All right. So what we do is we pull this tray out here. This tray is the motherboard. On the bottom, the daughter board, which is the secondary board that sits on top, you can see it there, is what holds all those SIMs that I just showed you there, which plug into each of these slots just like a RAM. If you've ever worked on a computer, those are like RAM slots. And then here's where the discs or the chips go. This is an adapter board. It allows you to run the older games. So the 3902 games, the newer games are on flash boards, which actually take the place of this daughter board and sit on top. It's a piggyback. And does not have, the newer games do not have any of these. They're all on the board themselves. So they're actually more expensive to purchase than these older games. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to light this little dude up. I have this little handy dandy little LED thing here. It gives me some light where I need it. We're going to put this right here. That way it gives us some light on the board. There we go. Cool. I wonder if I can get this closer. All right, let's do this the right way. As right as I can do it. I'm not a videographer, so pardon my terrible videography skills, but we're going to do the best we can here. I'm just going to try to get you in on the picture so you can see it. So you can see what I'm doing. I think that's pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. How's that? Yeah, you can see it. All right, cool. There, ready? So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is we're going to swap out, and turn it this way. There's two little levers on either side of these slots, and you open them up and it allows the SIM card to open to, it releases it. So I'm going to leave those like that. Then I have a tool here, chip puller. This thing is a lifesaver because these little chips, on some of the boards I have to remove them with a screwdriver, but this is a great tool because it allows you to pull the chip without destroying the chip itself, because they're these little pins are super fragile. Let's see, where are we? See that? So, I mean, you can really just, if you frag out one of these guys, I mean, you're pretty much done. You can bend them back if you're careful, but once you mess them up, they're pretty hard to get back in the slot. So this will give you new appreciation for every time I swap out games. So this is another game chip. So we're going to pull all three game chips off the board real quick here. Yahtzee. And when you pull those off, if you end up getting your own game here, make sure you pull, you grab it really nice and firm and pull it straight up. If you pull it at an angle at all, again, you'll never get them back in. All right. So that's step one. Then we're going to grab the Clio 2 game kit. This is a little anti-static container. Keeps you, by the way, what you didn't see off screen is I touched the chassis of the slot machine before I do any of this. Typically I'll have a grounding armband on, but I'm not shuffling my feet, so I'm just touching the edge of the machine, and that's fine. So let's take this first boot disc. Each of the little chips has a little notch on it, a little indicator telling you which way it goes. The board also has a little notch indicator. So we're going to go ahead and seat this first boot chip in here. And this is the part you got to be really careful. I've done it a bunch, so I know when the pins are seated. When I first started doing this, that was like the hardest part. I bent a lot of chips because it's kind of a finesse thing. If you don't get it just right, they bend and you won't even know they bent, and the problem is you can short out a board, or it just won't boot and you'll be troubleshooting for days and not realize that one of those little pins went under. All right, so that's done. So just as good practice, I'm going to go ahead and put these other chips back in the anti-static container here, because that happens a lot too. You'll forget and you'll shuffle your feet around or whatever, and then go back to grab these and shock one, and done. Ruined. Okay, everything comes in a little anti-static bag for safety. So these little guys, these are a little hardier than the newer flash game boards, but they're still very sensitive. They're static sensitive, all of them. So again, I'm not shuffling my feet. I'm just going to pull these out, being extra careful because I don't have my armband on that grounds me. Take these little dudes, put them in the anti-static bag, making sure I don't flip any of the little dip switches on them, because the little boards have switches on them, and if you switch those, you'll also be up a creek. Okay, so got that. Keep it in a little kit, because if you ever swap them out, if they aren't labeled, some of my chips aren't labeled, and if I ever mix those up, we're screwed. All right, first chip sim is the game sim. Hey Brandon, welcome buddy. I'm actually showing the swap of a game right now, so you can check it out. We're swapping out from the Tabasco game to Clio 1. I'm going to insert that little dude right there, make sure it's seated in the back plane, and push it down. You don't have to push too hard. And then we're looking for audio. So our second slot here is audio. Put the audio portion. That's all the sound you hear on the game. And the last one is the Pixel 1 SAM, goes in this top slot. Make sure it's seated in there. Also, you just got to make sure that's seated all the way back, because it will still go down and hold, but it won't be seated all the way in. So that's it. Basically, ready to roll. That's step one. Then we're going to insert this dude right back into this machine. Also making sure that, one, we remove the flashlight so we don't get that jammed in. Make sure that it goes straight back. There's a lot of pins across the back there. You don't want to bend those because it's easy to bend. Make sure it goes straight in and seat it. Power it up. And we're going to zoom back into the screen here. All right. So now comes the programming part. So now we got it booting up on a new chip. So we're going to see some errors. It'll always throw some errors because it doesn't recognize. There's a little EEPROM chip on the back plane board that gets tuned up with the old previous game. So when I go to boot it up, the back plane board is going to be looking for Tabasco, and the RAM on this game is going to say, hey, wait, it's trying to load a different game. So it's going to give us a couple errors, which we'll clear with the jackpot key once it boots up. This is why I usually do it off screen, but if you're, hey, you want to see it, we'll show it. It's not incredibly thrilling, but hey. While we're waiting for that to boot up, there is a little counter down here. Let me take the camera off the tripod for a second here. Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly when the power gets switched off on a machine. So here's the coin hopper. It would normally sit there, and then the comparator would go there, and it would spit coins out through the bottom. And then you've got a hard counter. Keeps track of all credits played, jackpots paid. All right, so here we go. You computer guys are familiar with these blue screens, right? We hate to see these screens normally. So if you're new to slots, you'd see this and freak out. Oh, I ruined my machine, man. Not really. So I'm going to turn the jackpot key one time. Tells me to hold the button for 3 seconds. This is the administrative little reset here. Press that in, hold it for 3 seconds. Release it. It's going to throw us another error. We're going to go through an EEPROM and then a RAM error. There's the RAM error. Turn the key one more time. Press and hold the test switch. 3 seconds. Now we'll probably see the EEPROM error. There we go. Okay. Turn it again. 2 more resets. Fingers crossed. There you go. Now, it's not programmed yet, so the machine doesn't know what to, it'll lock it up. Just like it would on the casino floor. So you call attendant. So it's not going to let us do anything until we unlock the board and set the parameters. So you can't just plug it in and play. You actually, there's a lot of safety steps that have to go through it to protect the casino and make sure that the machine's not being played with it not being programmed. So what we got to do is we have what's called a key chip. The key chip is basically the same thing that I showed you before. It's a chip, and this is basically like administrative keys to the motherboard. It's what unlocks the ability to set the denominations, the ability to set the payout percentages, machine hold, all that stuff the casino does to make money and to take money. So let's take this thing back out. It's a little bit involved, right? This gives us a new appreciation, right, for what I had to go through to switch games. All right, so let's pull that boot chip out. Make sure we're grounded. Always good practice to touch the chassis of the machine. We're going to put the key chip in. Remember, this is the key, the master key to the programming. You can't get into the menu without it. So let me see if I can get this in without messing it up. Kind of hard to see now. This one, there we go. All right, put that dude back in. Reseat the motherboard. Turn it on, and now you're going to see a different menu. You see this menu. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to clear the RAM. We're going to clear the board, and we're going to apply the key chip. So what this is going to do, this is basically going to make it as if it were a brand new machine on the floor. We're going to clear out all the accounting, all the history that we just played, because we don't want it to know that. There we go. So that's it. It just unlocked the board. We don't want it to remember our $90,000 jackpot. We want to erase its memory. All right, now we're going to yank out the key chip 40. Every machine uses a different key chip. There's a number of different key chips that unlock different menus within the board. And so for different options. This key chip 40 though on this board unlocks everything. Just so everything that we need, gives you full access. We replace the initial boot chip back in. Reinsert this little dude, the motherboard tray, and boot it up. Now, I know this is absolutely exciting, right? Let's get this guy back in action here. Alright, so now we're going to look at the menu. When this boots up, this is one of the funny things, is that if it gives you 60 seconds to start working within the menu. If you don't get into the menu within 60 seconds, it kicks you out and you got to do the entire process all over again. I can't tell you how many times I've gone and done all this process only to, like, you know, squirrel, you know, get sidetracked and miss that 60-second window and have to do it all over again. It's such a drag. So pay attention after you key chip it. Watch your screen. As exciting as it is, make sure you keep your eye on it. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to program the denomination, the way the machine communicates with the rest of the network, what kind of validation and security. So you'll see all the settings that I have to go through to set this up. And the different games have different settings. Like the older boards have different options than the newer boards. I actually like the newer boards better because they're easier to set up. Clio 1 is an older board, but luckily they have a different interface, so it should be pretty straightforward. Oh, okay, so we do have one more error to clear before it pops in to that menu. I'll tell you, when I first got this machine doing this, I thought I had broken it so many times because of all the errors. You would think you were actually not getting anywhere, but you actually are getting somewhere. Here we go. All right, so here's where you have 60 seconds. First thing we're going to look at is the communications. We're going to set up the channels. This is how the machine communicates with the validation. So the validation is the ticket. We want to set it up so that it takes a ticket. We're going to use SAS redemption. I'm going to save it. That tells it to communicate. That little processor right there, the little board, that's the little SAS board. That's how it communicates with the ticket in, ticket out system. If you buy a machine for home use, it will not come with that. You have to add that afterwards. Okay, so then we're going to look at the system bonusing is also going to be SAS legacy. So I have this set up to where I can actually bonus the machine, just like free play, through our network. So we're going to make channel 1 for our primary. So basically I can send the machine credits from any web-enabled device. I can send it from my computer. It's got its own IP address on the network, which is kind of cool. So if you don't want to mess with tickets, you can just send it from your phone. Just push a button and it sends whichever machine you want to send credits to, just like you would at the casino. All right, now we're going to look at machine options. First, we're going to set up the denomination, because remember we cleared it. We're going to make the base denomination 1 cent, and it should always be 1 cent. That's how it reads the tickets out as the default. We're going to change it to USD, dollars. Click Save. And then go back in, and for this one, we're going to set it up max bet again. We'll do 1, 2, and 5. 200 is the max bet. It's a 200 is the lines times the total bet gives us $1,000. That's what we're setting it for. So you kind of have to do your quick math in your head. Now we're going to do terminal setup. You can set up some of the options like the type of jackpot sound. So they have the standard alarm or the custom hand pay. I like the custom one. That's the Clio one, where it has the Clio tune. And then you can set up some of the other parameters. I usually don't mess with that too much. Peripheral devices. Now we got to tell it. We're going to tell the printer to not freak out. So if it's on a hard tilt, what happens is you put in a bill or a ticket that it does not recognize. If it's on hard tilt, you set the number and it will just lock up the machine completely. If it gets a bill or a ticket that it doesn't recognize, soft tilt gives them a certain number, I believe, and then no tilt keeps it from tripping the machine up. This is your number of times that it will accept a bad ticket or bill before it locks up. We set it to 0, just because we don't want it to ever lock up, no matter how crappy our tickets are. Normally, if it has an error communicating with it, it'll be found there. We're going to enable the printer, because I do have a printer on this. We're going to turn the tilt down to soft, so it doesn't lock up the machine and want you to get an attendant. There is no hopper on this machine, so I'm going to disable that option. And from there, we're good. Always click save, exit. Now we're going to go into game setup. Because this is a Game King cabinet, some of the game boards will have multiple games, but that's only when you're doing like the poker and those type games, Keno, where they'll have like 5 or 6 games. These type games only have 1 per board. So here's where we set up the percentages. So on the right, you'll see these are all factory set. You cannot go beyond. So for Clio 1, 98.02 is the top amount of percentage payback. Or if you're a real greedy casino, you can go down here to the 84%. I like to keep it at the best possible payout. So see, even though we can program the highest possible payout, it still keeps more than it pays out. You cannot make it pay more than it's supposed to. So these are still real world scenarios. We go all the way up to $25 as credit denomination, but we're just going to keep it down to 10. Each time we go down, we click done. We're going to have to go back in, so it saves it. It changes the max bet. So I had it on 25 before, so you saw it was 40. So now we can go up to 200 because our max bet is $5. Remember, the default on the machine is $1,000. That's the maximum. See, there's your machine monetary bet limit. It's $1,000 machine monetary bet limit. So even if you want to do $100,000 to spend, you can't. The only one that can unlock that, from what I understand, is when they make the game and burn the board. Even with a key chip 40, you still cannot set that level. I may be wrong, but as far as what I've read, that's what I understand. So that special game that's in Aria, that's $5,000, my assumption would be that they ordered that machine special order just for that one special denomination. Okay, so we've gone through all that. Everything's set up. And I just want to double check it really quick. Make sure everything was saved because I was chatting away. Okay. And then we exit the menu. It'll boot up into the game. And if everything worked, we should be ready to play some Clio. There we go. Verify all options before putting machine in play. That's just to let you know that as a casino, you better just double check your employees' work. Make sure we can get in there. Oh, hello. There we go. Very cool. Oh yeah, there is a secret menu. There's one more step here. So we're going to, this is something that took me a little while to figure out because they don't put this. There's no manuals for these things. So in these older boards, there's a secret menu that you have to go into to set up the limits. So we're going to push that test key. I'm then going to push on the door. We're going to hit cash out, spin, cash out, spin. Now, doesn't look any different, right? But guess what? We're in a whole nother menu. Machine options. Now we're going to go to limit. This screen was not there before. This is where we set the total credit amount allowed in the machine. So I'm going to put it at 100,000. Acceptor 3,000 is max, but I found something interesting. If you can go ahead and crank it up, key it in as if it were 100,000. Click done. It doesn't show 100,000, but it will take bigger tickets now. For the jackpots, let's tune that up a bit. Let's put that up at like, because we don't want to see hand pay resets all the time. Let's put that at like, let's go a little crazy. Let's do it 15,000. All right, we don't want to see a hand pay until anything over 15,000. Don't get us excited for no reason. Click save, exit that, return to game. Okay. So quite the process, right? One last thing to check. Let's get a ticket. I'm going to take a $50,000 ticket. I'm going to push these two little cherry switches to make it think the door is closed. We're going to insert that into the validator. And if everything goes well, it will take it. Oh, we are in business. There it is. Bada bing. And that, my fellow slotters, is how you switch out a game. Pretty cool, huh? So it's pretty involved. I mean, it's not like, I say 10 minutes. I can do it faster, but I'm also trying to like talk about it, so it takes a little longer. But yeah, it's not a quick little fix. I mean, it's a pretty big deal. And then, so right now you can see up here it says closure and restart. I don't need to reboot the machine because it's working through its little checks already, and we're ready. We should be ready to go. The only other thing you can do is go back, once the door's closed, go back into sound setup if you want a little more sound, and adjust it. Click save. So I turned it up a little bit for us here, and then we're going to return to game. And that's it. We basically just set up a brand new machine. We look at the accounting. Accounting is zeroed out. Okay, so we are good to go. Yeah, Bryce, you're welcome. Pretty cool though, huh? That's why it drives me nuts. Some people say, "Oh, you're showing a computer screen," That's just a computer. Well, technically, yeah, it is a computer, but check this out, dude. It's a real freaking IGT machine, and it takes a lot of effort to put these things together. All right, let's see if we can get lucky now. We're gonna go high end. What are we doing here? We're doing 20. There you go, 200 times 5, so it's $1,000 a spin.
Bravo.
Let's see what we can do. Get this guy situated. There we go. Yeah, that'll be a good video. I'll tell you, I just shared with you guys what took me like a long time to figure all that out by doing research. Because when you buy these things, they don't come with a manual. They really don't. And this kind of information is very hard to find. Casinos don't just put out this information. Although, if you're a slot tech, and those of you who are, they put out classes and things. Like our local casino does a deal where they'll, for a certain registration fee, you can attend a slot tech updating refresher course. That's just what I just covered is the very basics of these. The newer machines are even more complex once you get into the networking and stuff. So, but I think that's enough information to at least get you in the door as a slot tech. I thought that would be fun to be a slot tech. One problem is breathing all the smoke all the time might not be so good for you, but all right, give me just a second here. There we go. Boom.
Enchanting.
Yeah, we have a non-smoking side on our casinos here, and then you have like a smoking section. And I'll tell you what, they have good filtration, but the smoking side, it gets a little bit, a little wheezy. Yeah, these are more complex. Sizzling Slots says they're more complex than the WMS machines, for sure. And I really like the WMS machines, and that's why I want to get a cabinet for them, because I love that you can just swap out the data disk, and then just basically, from what I understand, if you use the dongle, if it's a dongle game, you just plug it in USB, and if it's non-dongle, you just put in the disk, and you're done, right? Boot it up. Funny thing is, I originally got started with this just because I love messing around with technology. I like messing with circuit boards and stuff, and I love slots, so it worked. Yeah, so those WMS can be set up, under 15 minutes. That's awesome. I can't wait till we get one of those coming in. I mean, I'm finishing buying out all my IGT games right now. Ooh.
Share in my treasures.
Well, I'll share in the treasure. Cool. Let's get that huge retrigger. Let's get like a 10-time retrigger.
Live the dream.
I swear, if we get one comment that says this is not real on this video, I'm gonna retire. I'm just kidding.
Live the dream.
Oh, that's not bad. $5 grand. All right, we know we started with 50 grand. So let's see how we can do. Oh, so close. There it is. Come on. Oh. Looks like it wants to. It's just teasing us for sure. So initially, when I first started doing this, my interest was in understanding the machine accounting, percentages, hold and yield, volatility, all those things that make the mathematics tick. Because I figured, well, if I could get a good hold on that, it's going to make me make better choices at the casino. And so, long story short, thousands and hundreds of thousands of spins later, it's still chance. No, but really there is a curve. There is a volatility curve to it. If you look at the math, like people say, does a newer machine pay out better? And no, not really. But there is definitely a percentage curve, give or take the 97% or whatever the top machine hold is set at over a period of time. Oh, that's not bad. It's all over a period of time. So that's the key factor. Like anything long enough over a period of time, it's going to take your money, but it's short-term pops that you're looking for.
Enchanting.
So like right now, it's paid out. It seems like we haven't won anything. We know that the machine is held over, but let's look. Watch. It'll be apples to apples now on the accounting because it's a brand new, fresh. So it stayed in Australian accounting unit or AU, whatever that is. I'm not sure. 5.3 million. We switched that to US. You see what I mean? So some of the little things are a little wonky. Like we changed that. You guys saw me. Maybe I didn't click save when I set the currency. We put it to USD, and it didn't save. But who cares? Let's keep going. Sometimes you get those little things like that, and sometimes it's just operator error. I probably didn't click save. I was chatting away, so not worth going back into resetting. Yeah, this machine obviously came out of the smoking section because it came from Reno. Because every cabinet has to have a tag on it with the date of manufacturer, location, origin, all that good info. And so this one actually came out of Reno. And when I first got it, it was pretty disgusting. Inside of it, I had to vacuum it and clean it, and it was gross.
I wish you great prosperity.
Yeah, Casino Slot Lover. We'll check out your videos for sure. I enjoy watching all the slot channels. I like supporting all the channels just because it's, we gotta support each other, man. There's so many haters out there.
Magnificent.
Although what's funny, even though I've had a lot of trolls, I haven't really been hated on. I mean, because I think it's probably because it's the harder you care about something, the more you get hated on it. It's weird. Like if you just don't care, you're just doing it for fun, you're gonna do it anyway, regardless of if you have 900 trolls a day. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm still putting these videos out. I got plenty of trolls. They can troll as hard as they want, man. It just doesn't make one difference. I'm still gonna play slots. I'm still gonna record them. I'm still gonna go to the casino. I'm still gonna play them at home. I'm still gonna drink cold coffee.
Well done.
And I'm still gonna drink too many Bud Lights on Sunday night, if you know what I mean.
Enchanting.
Yeah, Sean, see, that's what I want to do. Is I just figured if I could have value to
I'll
anybody,
make that double.
if there's any value to this at all, at least to one person, it's enough,
3 days.
All right, here we go. This has got to be a good one because it's a fresh machine. Let's see. I've seen this one go pretty big. that's a good.
I'm so proud of you.
3,000 times 5. All right, 15,000. That one hit. Finally. Oh, that's not too bad. Get a retrigger in there, and we're talking. See that retrigger. Come on, Cleo. There you go. Okay, so that's what, 25, 750, or no, 26. I don't know.
That
It's too early for math.
brilliant.
Well, that was brilliant, Cleo. Hey, all right. Yeah. Cool. Not too shabby. Still looking for that 6-figure though. I'm actually looking for a 7-figure bonus. I think it's possible on some machines. I think a 7-figure bonus is actually possible on Clio 2. I'm not sure about Clio 1. I have to look at the charts on it, but because let's say you're betting $1,000 to spin, you need something that has the capability to do the 10K, 10,000 times line bet, or I know that Clio can do 2,600 times line bet. Clio 2, sorry. My math is probably all jacked up. That's okay. I haven't finished my coffee yet. Give me a break. Okay, so Hoosier asked how many times somebody has to comment bad to become a troll. One comment's not trolling. Trolling is when you go through and you copy paste some belligerence on every single video on a channel just to be a prick. But it's pretty easily controlled anymore. I mean, you can just mute them off the channel. It's not a big deal. I kind of think it's funny, Yeah, you gotta have a multiplier, Brandon. You're right. You gotta have a multiplier to hit those big giant ones. Although I have seen Clio 1 go haywire sometimes. Just retrigger and retrigger and retrigger. Yeah, no, I like funny, goofy comments. I mean, there's some guys that do some funny comments. Hey, cool. Thanks, Casino Slot Lover. Thanks for visiting. Make sure you check out his channel as well. It's Casino Slot Lover. Appreciate you watching, buddy. Hopefully you gained something out of it. I know I was a bit long-winded on the programming, but... Alright, let's see something here. I want to see a 6-figure, and then we're good. Oh,
Share my wealth.
yeah, buddy. If that one was there, that would have been huge. I mean, still though, that's pretty good. Considering, oh wait, what was that bonus one? I already forgot. So we're probably about break even because we put 50 in. Oh, Brandon, you went to the casino this past Saturday. How'd you do, man? How'd it go? Any big hits?
Enchanting.
Hey, what's up, Deanna? Welcome. Good to see you this morning. Happy Monday morning to you. Yeah, actually the Food Delay or whatever, that's a newer game. So the thing is with home ownership or personal ownership of machines, they have to be a certain age before they're even opened up to be able to be sold as a secondary game.
Treasures are yours.
So there's some kind of stipulation, some law. Those are too new though. Hey, that's not bad. $1.90 on a $3. What's up, Dan? Welcome. Sorry, I'm trying to keep an eye on chat. If I didn't miss you coming in, good morning to you. Happy Monday. The big question is, Brandon, did you leave with that $190, right? Hey, Misak, thank you, man. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you guys watching. Hey, is our power lifter buddy in here? I gotta watch that video. I saw him post it the other day. We got a fan that is a super power lifter in Russia. Hey, from New York, right on. East Coast. Some East Coast love in the house. Yeah, right, Sean? Golly, man, that guy's a monster. I didn't see the video yet. I saw the comments. I mean, yeah, that's crazy.
I wish you great.
We're gonna get him out here for security when we go for the high limit group pull one day. I feel like we're crooked. I feel like the screen's crooked. It feels weird. That's my OCD talking. Yeah, dude, to do that with 3 times your body weight, that's pretty insane. Strong dude.
I'm so proud of you.
There you go. 5 grand. Daryl Trinidad, welcome, buddy. Plus, on those newer games, kind of going back to that, I mean, the casinos, they do keep them on the floor for a while, so what's kind of cool is when they'll get rid of a newer game board, it may be something that someone who has the ability to fix it, they get rid of it, and then the refurbished company can fix it and
Feel
sell
the
it.
magic.
And some of them are just hard to find. Like I've been trying to reach out for some of these harder to find games, and got lucky so far. Right?
Enchanting.
So did you actually leave, Brandon, with some profit, or was it a day of days? That's always the key, right? Can you leave with money in your pocket? At least for me it is. There's too many slot machines before I get to the exit. Oh, good. All right, cool. Well, congrats, man. Anytime you can leave with more than you went in with is a win in my book. Far too many times I've purchased a very expensive
Treasures are yours.
Diet Pepsi or whatever. The thing that makes me laugh about our casinos out here, you gotta love them. They do these promotions where you can like win a cooking pot or a rice steamer. You know what I mean? It's like, guys, come on, we need something. We need something here better than a pan. Hey, it's better than nothing, I guess, but I think that the latest big thing to get you into the casino is they give you a casserole dish. Obviously, they're not marketing to my demographic. Oh, it's teasing us now. We're close. I feel it coming. Oh,
Beautiful.
too shabby. Right, Mike? They do need a better promotion. Like, think about, surely they have our demographic information. I mean, you register for your player's card, right? They should take all those people that have, signature or whatever, platinum level cards, and they should be on their own totally different marketing tier. I mean, they should make the prize fit the person more. Yeah, exactly, Bryce. They're targeting pensions for sure. And what's funny is that is the truth. You go in there and it's primarily, because everybody loves slots, but the majority of their clientele is retired folks that want to go play and have the money to do so and could use a casserole.
Feel the magic.
I mean, I could use a casserole, I suppose. Just nobody to cook in it. Is that microwavable? It's gotta fit in the microwave, dude. Gotta chill on the microwave dinners, that's for sure. Does that come in red?
I wish you great prosperity.
Yeah. All right, Cleo. So far, she's taken 40 from us. I can't remember. What was that hand pay? That hand pay was like 20 something, I think. So she's taking about 20 out of our pocket right now. 25. Okay, so she paid us 25. We got 9 in. We are about 15, 16,000 in the hole right now. So we need to hit something here. 17,000. Come on, Cleo. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. 31.5. Oh. I want to get all 5 of those. So let's make it epic. What would that pay? Just, oh, hey. Let's see real quick. Let's just look because I want to see. Come here, you. All right. Let's see what that would pay. I don't know what that pays if we get 5 of those. 100 credits times total max. Okay, so there you go. It's 100 times bet. So if we're betting 200, it's 100 times that. So not too shabby, huh? Not too shabby.
I'll make that double.
Let's see if we can get it, because it's going to be your 100K plus whatever the bonus round pays. And I'm not sure if you get more spins or if it's just the 15 spins. That'd be interesting to see, right? Does anybody know the answer to that? Does it give you more than, if you get more, the more Sphinx guys or whatever? Oh, you got it on this one? Cool. How did the bonus round go, Misa? I'm just curious if you get more than 15 spins or if it's still 15.
I'll make that double. Beautiful.
Not too bad. That was like last spin there too. Nice, 12K. Very cool. Oh. Come on, little boy, dude. How about we fast stop the reels a little bit? Let me put it in. We'll keep track. So I'm gonna put in another 50 here. Let's do, okay. Let's play these out and then I'll put in another 50.
Beautiful.
Okay, so now let's put in another 50. So now we know we got 100 grand in this thing. We got 125 hand pay. So it's looking pretty rough. Oh, there we go. Okay. So now we got 40 in hand pays. Nice. Let's look at the hit real quick once it goes back. All right. Boom, boom. 10s. Okay. Cool. So now we know we got 40 out in hand pay. So we're about 10 grand out. 10 grand out the money.
Enjoy your rewards.
Ooh. We are getting close. Oh, it's 35 on the first one. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're at 50. Okay, so then we're down only about 4 grand, 5 grand. That'll work. Keeps us in the game. going to fast stop the reels a little bit. See if that changes up our rhythm. 700. Go fast. Nice. Okay, come on, we're going to get it. All right, now we're going to go normal speed.
Charming.
What's crazy is I think these streams actually would, when I streamed once in the evening, actually, it was closer to the like evening time, and it was super busy. So I thought, well, that's probably like prime time to stream because everybody's getting off work, you know, chilling at home. But the only time I have ability to stream is really kind of like in the morning time. I'm at Mountain Standard Time, so it's like 10:30. But this works. We got our little crew here. It's all good. A little Monday morning slot action.
Share in my treasures.
All right, let's get a bonus, Cleo. Oh, 9:30? Okay, so you're like California? Arizona, California? I think a lot of people have Monday off too. Some people have Sunday, Monday, so that's kind of cool. Yep, drop the kids off and time to watch some slots. Alright, we need like a really big bonus with like 4 re-triggers. At least with 1 re-trigger would be nice.
Enchanting.
12:35, Trinidad. Wow. Yeah, let's see. So you're in the future? We had a guy from Australia yesterday from the future, or actually on Friday. I was trying to get him to give up the the winning lotto numbers, but didn't happen. There you go.
Beautiful.
Hello, something. Oh, up till 1? Man, that's too late for me. If I go to bed that late, it takes me a while to recover. But I get up super early, so... Actually, you got up early, too. You went to bed late and got up early, so you're probably pretty sleepy, then. Oh, wow, I just took that 50 grand and said, thank you, goodbye. Let's put in another 50,000. I think it's getting ready for something. Yeah, it's kind of hard when you don't get enough sleep. Just feel a little bit light in the dragging along. Luckily, I had my giant mug coffee. It's probably not healthy to drink that much coffee, but it is what it is.
Magnificent.
No, what would be magnificent, Cleo, is for you to give us a bonus. But you're not. We need something good. So you can see, like, when I do those videos, all my other videos, when they're edited out, and you just get to see all the really highlights, the big hits, the bonus rounds, they take for freaking ever to get. To put like a 20 minute of all bonus rounds together, that's probably like a full day's worth of effort. Can't wait till we get the new games in. I love kitty glitter. I'm a kitty glitter junkie. I like Lotus Flower too. That's a pretty good one. I've never actually played the Twin Wind, but I've seen it played, and a lot of people like it, so I got that one coming in. That should be fun.
I'll make that double.
And I think I've got Aztec Temple coming. I think that's also a multiplier. So when you get the bonus, you pick on one side is how many spins, and then on the other side, if I remember right, is a multiplier for the bonus round. So that could be a really good one too.
Bravo.
There you go.
Bravo.
There you go. We need some more of those. What other denominations did we program? I forgot. Okay, yeah, so we did 1 cent, 1, 2, and 5. We'll keep it at max. We'll keep doing max. We like betting $1,000 a spin. We want to see the money.
Come closer.
I think she's just messing with us. Just messing with us, Cleo. Anybody else out there having a dishwater Monday? Who was here for my dishwater story this morning? That was pretty terrible, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Yeah, that was bad. So it's probably a different crowd now, but I'll go ahead and share the story again, just because it was that traumatizing. So I set up my little coffee. I was half asleep. This is not the cup, by the way. My favorite mug, which I put in the dishwasher, which you're not supposed to put in the dishwasher, apparently came separated from like this little top portion is like plastic, the outside stainless. Well, I didn't know that, so I poured my coffee this morning. I'm tired. I'm half asleep. Coming up to throw down a wicked little live stream with you fine folks, and I take a big swig of my coffee. Well, funny part is the lid was closed, but the crack gave me a mouthful of dirty dishwater. And I was half asleep, and I swallowed it, and then it registered as soon as I swallowed it that was dirty dishwater. Yeah. Happy Monday morning to you. That's what the world said to me. Happy Monday. Yeah, it's so gross, dude. I turned green like immediately. It was horrible. Yeah. Just thinking about it gets me all woozy. That is how my Monday morning started. The dishwasher was like, cheers, buddy. Oh, yeah. Drink my dishwater. It was so gross, though. I mean, my gosh, if you ever have a bowl or something flip over in the dishwasher and you get to actually see what goes on in there when you're not looking, that is what I partaketh. Truly troubling. And then you get all green because it's too late. You already swallowed it, so. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta read that one, dude. Can I read that one? Can we put that on the stream? That's funny, dude. Bryce. All right, Bryce, I'm reading it, buddy. Okay, I don't know who this happened to. I won't name names. Said he used to do landscaping and was weed whacking, hit a dog turd, and it went flying into his mouth. Oh, man. Oh, that's worse. You win. Was it on a Monday? Oh, that's the worst. Hey, what's up, Slot Sharks? Welcome in. Oh, my gosh, dude. That's the worst story ever, Bryce. Oh. Hold on. Let me take a moment of silence for Bryce. Oh, that made me queasy, dude. I have 4 dogs, so I can relate, man. We all have a good dog poo story. Oh, that's gross. Oh, I'm woozy. You got me with that one. Did you know it was crap like right away? I mean, you had to have. Oh, high-speed turd in the mouth. Oh my gosh. That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, I like Stinking Rich is one of my favorites. Cleo 2, I like Cleo 1. Oh, it flung it all over your face, dude? Oh, that's even worse. Oh, man. That's bad, dude. Oh, my gosh. Wow, nice, Quinn. You hit $3,300 on total new meaning. You hit 3,300 on which machine? Yeah, dude. Oh man, well we would have did. You know, you could stream stuff like that. That's good. Stinking Rich, yeah. That's you can hit some big ones on Stinking Rich, Quinn. Yeah, weed whackers are pretty unforgiving, man. Oh, dude, I just hit. Okay, take it easy. I'm getting too excited about the dog turd story. I just knocked over the tripod. Yeah, so Slot Sharks asked if I'm going to be joining the Big Jackpot for group pool. You know what? I want to. That would be so much fun. And as a matter of fact, I will one of these days have to just do it and make the trip because I want to meet all you guys. You guys are a crazy crew. You guys look like a lot of fun. And I love to go to Vegas, so we got to do it. We just got to do it. I just got to line it up and go. Oh, yeah, Diana. Oh, my gosh. Funny story. That's true. There's plenty of YouTube videos of that. Newborn babies and daddy goes or mommy goes to change the diaper and whoop, right in the face. That and when they puke on you, oh my gosh, that's the worst. I don't have any kids, but I'll tell you what. Baby puke, pretty much any puke is enough for me. You know what I mean? I'm one of those. I'm like a social puker. I can't do that. See, that's why when I swallowed the dishwater this morning, there was no option. You know, it's like what's done is done. Okay, live with it. You got to move on. So like I had to live with it. I knew what I did. I drank dishwater. I had to face the facts. So I sat in the corner for a minute, cried. Hey, what's up, Sean? Welcome back, buddy. Oh, wait, you were here the whole time. What am I talking about? Oh, man, I can't believe it. That's classic, though. The Weed Whacker and the Dog Poo. That could be a children's book. The Weed Whacker and the Dog Poo. The Tale of Tales. Hey, big time. I don't have a Zeus. Actually, actually, the older Zeuses, I can get those. We need to get that other cabinet. So, probably what I'm going to do, I'm thinking, is I'm going to make a list of all the games that I have available to purchase. Okay? And then we'll do one of those straw polls. I don't know if we'll use the Facebook one or not. I don't really like the Facebook one because then it lets people add games in, so then it gets way out of whack. What we'll probably do is do like a straw poll, and then these are $5, so we have it set at $1,000. Somebody just asked, and then that way you guys will pick the games. I'll purchase the games. I'll make sure they work because that doesn't mean they're going to work if we buy them, and we'll do it. I'll let you guys choose. We get enough votes on a specific game, I'll go out and headhunt it and find it and buy it and get it to work, and we'll do it.
Enjoy your rewards.
Yeah, we're running all high limit here. We're doing $5 times 200. So we got 20 lines, 200 max bet times $5, $1,000 a spin. And 5 cents would be, if you're doing 200, is $10. That's what our local casino has Clio 2 set at. 5 cents is your max. Most of our most of our casino out here, the top bet is $100 to spin. I think that's a state law. They got a lot of like $25 machines. Hey, welcome from Korea. Hasubyong. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Welcome. Yeah, I can print tickets. I absolutely can print tickets. See that right there? I have a ticket printer, and I have a bill validator. And so it's exactly set up like you'd have at the casino.
Enchanting.
It's got a little network card in it, so I can connect it to my network and give myself free play if I want to.
Share in my treasures.
Big time slot watcher. I don't think you could cash these into the casino. Because look, let me show you. Check this out. Let me show you. So, if I can find one. La la la. I'll spin while I'm looking. Okay, so I was looking for a ticket because I can customize the tickets to say whatever I want. So if you were so inclined to think on a criminal way, which I don't, but so you can put whatever you want on the ticket, right? So the top of the ticket, you can put the title, the name of the casino, la la la, all that. But the machine is connected network-wise, and you can see the validation. It has a long string of numbers as well as the barcode. So each position in the casino, each machine, the time of the machine, the money in, the money out, everything is tracked. And it's all recorded, time-stamped as soon as you get cash out, validated through the network. So it would never work unless it's in their network.
This brings great joy.
So yeah, the problem is it's just going to spit the ticket out. And if they have it set, say, at like 10 before it does a hard tilt, when you put it in the 10th time, it's going to lock up the machine and call an attendant. And they're going to come over, and you're going to end up having a lot of questions and not a lot of answers. So probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. I'd run out and yeah, I've got to run pretty quick. Yeah. Oh, Slot Sharks, are you guys you're in Colorado too? Cool. Oh, you guys are pretty close then. I should just go up there and play with you guys up there. For sure. Because I'm literally like, to Denver, I think I'm about 8 hours or 7.5. So like I could make a day trip out of that. Well, I'm not actually overnight, one night probably. I think that'd be fun though. Oh, you're in Washington. Okay, cool. I was really kind of hoping the Raja would come down and help get the local casinos to allow us to record. I'm going to request one of the press kits so that we can try to get our local casinos to open up, at least one of them. It's just a lot easier when you have that much pull. Like, I don't really have much pull, man. Like, oh yeah, I got like 2,000 subscribers, or like, whatever. But now you get up to 25,000 subscribers, that's a different story, you know? So that's cool. They might take him more seriously. Ooh, there you go, buddy. Yeah, the January scene, that would be cool. Yep. That was a good hit. Yeah, the January trip would be cool. Because I'm usually like kind of slow around that time. Another.
Twice as nice. Twice as nice.
Hey, Deanna, thanks for joining us this morning. You have a great morning. Hope you feel good the rest of the day. Take a nap if you get too sleepy. Have a happy Monday. I'm still tripping out about the dog poo on the face, man. Bryce, that's funny. Weed whacker and dog doo don't mix. Hey, I need to get one of those belts, man. I didn't even get a belt. Oh, there you go, buddy.
Sharing my riches.
Finally. Finally. Let's see a big one.
Enchanting. That was brilliant.
Not too shabby. That wasn't too bad. Big Time Slots ask how much are one of these slot machines. This particular, this one was bought as a Clio 2 machine, and it's just a little bit over $2,000. But they range. You can get the old reel type machines that have the physical reels, starting probably around $700, somewhere in that range, and then the newer machines go all the way up to $8,000, depending on, like, you get one of the newer themed machines, and they can go up, $8,000-$9,000. Actually, there's one on eBay right now. It's a Michael Jackson. They have a Michael Jackson and a Cher, and they're both at $8,000, I think. Yeah, some of those. I want to get one of the WMS cabinets. I think that's probably a really good way to go if you like switching out games.
Come closer.
These are just a little bit more involved as far as switching out the games on them. But they're still, you get some of the favorite old games. Oh,
Bravo.
I want to get all 5 of those.
Bravo.
Oh no, bravo to you, man. Like, based on the older machines that I purchased years ago, sometimes, depending on who you buy them from, you may need to do a little bit of work on them once they get in. Sometimes you'll have a speaker out or lights that need to be replaced or ballast and wiring. You just kind of have to go through it and check. But luckily, the parts are pretty available if you know where to look. 5 Clios. Actually, I don't know. I didn't look at that one. Let's see what would 5 Clios pay? Let's take a peek at that. Oh, and the other thing, once you set up a new game, sometimes you got to calibrate the screen. We didn't do that. Oh, 10,000 times. I don't know, is that 10,000 times the line bet or just 10,000 credits? Okay, yeah. Line wins are multiplied by the number of credits bet on the winning line. Oh, they're multiplied by. That's 10,000 times your line bet. Okay. Whoa, that'd be pretty fat. So our line bet is 10, so we're betting $50. So 10,000 times 50. 500,000. That'd be worth it. Let's see one of those. I want to see one of those now. That would be pretty good. That would be huge. Okay, let's do a little competition here. Let's put in. All right, let's do this. Let's see who's got the fortune teller. We're gonna put in a 50,000. All right, let's do 50,000. Let me play this out to 0. Let it reset.
Beautiful.
Oh, now you want to give me some money? Okay. Let's get rid of this. Let's clear it out. She doesn't want to give it up now. Now she's paying us money. All right, Cleo. Let's get rid of it. Oh my gosh. Isn't that funny? When you want to lose, you can't. Let's get rid of that. Okay, now we're at 0. Don't let us win. All right, we're going to put 50,000 in. And I'm going to take some quick bets. Let's see who thinks. Let's see who calls the hand pay. Total hand pay out of 50,000. What are we going to win? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets. If it takes a ticket. Okay, 37.5. Sean bets 37.5. Total hand pay out of 50,000. I'm going to say, all right, 62.5. Misak says 62.5. I'm going to throw a bet in there. Luckily, I have the chat on another computer so I can scroll back up. 27,000. Quentin, Jessica is 26. I don't know what the conversion would be there. Lira to USD, but let's go with 26. 77,000 from Slot Sharks. All right, let's see. Here we go. 50,000 in. I'm going to call. Bryce calls 29K. I'm assuming 29K. Oh, no, that's your belt size. Sorry. I'm going to go with 30,000. All right. 30,000. Here we go. Max bet. Yeah, that's your belt size. Oh, 29,000. Okay. I'll just say, man, you need some burgers, buddy. Somebody get this kid a burger. With bacon, please. Okay, there's the conversion. 26 euro, 30,000, 254 and 19 cents to be exact. Here we go.
Beautiful.
This is only for hand pays. Remember, we set hand pay at like 15 or above, right? So that might influence it a little bit.
Enjoy your rewards.
I don't mind if I do. It's hilarious because right now I'm supposed to be building a raid array on one of my worktop machines. Instead of doing that, we're playing slots. It's a lot more fun. That's what Mondays are for. Right? Alright, Cleo. We need some hand pays here, lady. And Bryce needs a burger. Oh, and a face wipey. A napkin. And a belt. 29 inch. Come on, Cleo, you're giving me a rash.
Live the dream.
Okay, we're at 33, so we need something. Who guessed 0? Nobody. No, I think we'll hit one. I do. Hey Jojo, welcome back. You were lucky, don't worry. We just we're trying to see who wins the call out the highest hand pay or the total hand pays at $50,000 we're putting through it. We're gonna go with the total hand pays. We've had some bonus rounds though. It's been going all right.
Twice as nice.
Twice as nice, guys. Twice as nice. Come on. Nope. Cleo does not want us to have that. Oh, that's good.
Twice as nice.
So the longer it gives us small hits, the longer we have a chance of getting hand pays.
Enchanting.
Oh, Jojo, you missed some funny stories, man. We had some funny ones. We got to learn what happens when you mix a weed eater or weed whacker with dog poo. Yep. Tell her, Bryce. Tell her the truth.
Beautiful. Come closer.
Don't be shy. Oh my gosh. Oh, you haven't eaten yet? Okay. We'll wait till after you eat. Or maybe while you're eating, I don't know. It's nothing quite like a breakfast breaker.
This brings great joy.
No, you need to bring a little more great joy than that, okay? We are in it to win it, Cleo. All right. Yeah, I think it's probably going to hit pretty good because it's been just absorbing for a while, so when it does go, it should be pretty good. All right.
Triple all
All right. Let's get a retrigger. We need to see a retrigger. Come on now.
Share the fantasy.
Oh, that's good. That's 15, 16. Nice. That was a good hit. Oh, so close.
Magnificent.
Here comes the retrigger. Oh, dude. She's torturing us. Oh, come on, man. Oh, hey, that's not too bad, though. 76.80, so let's see.
That was brilliant.
All right, so far. Whoa, 43.4. What the? Nice. Okay, so. Yeah, you said 40? Oh, I love it. So far, we've got JoJo in the lead, right? JoJo's in the lead. Okay, so who guessed? Let's look. JoJo. All right, let me zoom back up on the chat. So far, because we still have 60. Well, no. Once we reset it, we'll still have a balance. 37.5. Sean said 37.5. That's pretty close. All right. So about $5,000 off. The price is right. Let's see who else. Let me go back through the chat here. Okay, so Sean, I think you're the closest so far, and JoJo, Sean and JoJo. So now we're going to add to that if we get any more within 20,000. So remember, it's total hand pay. So you're about 5,600 under, Sean, and JoJo, you're about 3,000 under, right? So we're pretty close. As long as I don't get any more hand pays. I don't think anybody went above that, did they? Nobody guessed above 40. I don't think. Cleo's too magnifico. She outdoes herself. Oh, Sly Sharks, you did 77? Okay. All right. So we might get there because we've got 12 more spins. Let's see what we can do.
Enjoy your rewards.
Oh. Misak said 62.5. So you're pretty close too. About 15 difference. So let's see. We've only got 10 more spins. Unless it starts to give us some playback. JoJo, are you pulling my leg? I think you guessed right after it showed the payout. I don't know. Something feels a little fishy around here. We have to review the footage.
Treasures are yours.
We may have to do an instant replay. Okay, I'll take your word for it. We'll take your word for it. All right, it's just now we're down to 10 spins. Unless we get a little pop here.
Share in my treasures.
Well, thank you. We just might.
Twice as nice.
All right. 8 more spins. The belt is the best when you wear it around your head like T. That's the best. All right. We got 2 more spins unless we get something lovely. Yeah, this is a 20 line, Quinn. There we go. And that's it. All right, we got a couple played out. Last one, 50. And oh, don't give me a bonus. You better not give me a bonus when we bet. It always gives you a bonus when you bet the least amount. Don't do it. There you have it. So that was the only hand pay out of 50,000. We did $45,000 hand pay. I'll have to review the footage. It's too close to call. No, I think JoJo. I think you won. And yep, first place, second place is going to Sean. Raven gets second place, and then I think I was way off. I don't even remember what I said. I think it's 37 or something. I don't know. But yeah, good job, guys. That was a pretty good call. Pretty good call. Well, I don't know what I want to play next. I think I got to get to work a little bit here today, and then I'll probably be back in a bit, maybe with a different game. I may put it in Bombay. I'm not sure. Well, I just have to feel it. Hey, if you guys haven't subbed yet, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Click the little bell for notifications. Give us a thumbs up if you like watching high limit slot play just for fun. And you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Sean, thank you for the super chat. Texas Slaughter, if you're still here, thanks for the super chat. You guys, if you are into slots, check out Slot Shark's channel. Cool guy, great channel. Also, the Big Jackpot, all my favorite channels. I got a lot of them. But you can go into my channel here and see all the channels I watch, I think. I don't know. I'm new to YouTube. Anyway, you guys are all awesome. I hope you have a great Monday. I'll probably be back later because, you know, I don't have a life like that. So I'll probably play some more slots for you. But it'll be a different game. I'll program a different game in. Hopefully you enjoyed the beginning of this video. It is a little bit lengthy, I know, but it does cover the installation and setup of a new IGT game. So if you missed that, check out the beginning of the show. If you're into maybe buying a slot, or if maybe you have a slot now and you're stuck on an error screen or not quite sure, hit me up on Facebook under Slots and Stuff. I'm happy to answer questions, point you in the right direction, give you links. So anyway, cheers guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great Monday, and I'll catch you in a bit. Toodles.